Hey, everybody. So good to be with you this morning. Whether you are with us in the sanctuary or joining us online, we're sending you love, light, and gratitude from Columbine Spiritual Center. We have a really special Sunday today where we're welcoming Reverend Martha Creek as our guest speaker and some amazing guest artists, including Katya Cardenas and Marcy Baruch, along with Voce. So we just ask you to sit back and take it in.
Sugar, sugar, butter, flour. Sometimes I still see her, my mother, the dreamer. She'd say nothing's impossible, child. A dream needs believing to taste like the real thing, like some stranger you recognize. So sure, so pure, so electric, so sure, so connected to those little believers inside. May we all be so lucky. But dreams are elusive, the kind we've gotten used to is nothing I can feel, nothing I can hold, nothing I can have, nothing I don't know. Dreams come and they go, but hold them and keep them, and know that you need them, when your breaking point's all that you have. A dream is a soft place to land. May we all be so lucky. Sugar, butter, flour.
Katya Cardenas, Marcy Baruch. Lots more from them later. Go ahead and stay standing while we say welcome to Columbine Spiritual Center. We're centered in God. We celebrate a world of harmony, peace, abundance, and new lights for all. Please stand up and join us for some new joy songs. Let me hear you say blessed, 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 blessed. Come on. Blessed, 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 blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold. Sickness and poverty must flee, for the darkness is defeated. We are blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go.
stronghold. Sickness and poverty must flee, for the darkness is defeated. We are blessed.
Here we go.
Blessed, 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 blessed.
You know it now. Here we go.
We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold. Sickness and poverty must flee, for the darkness is defeated. We are blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold. Sickness and poverty must flee, for the darkness is defeated. We are blessed.
Let me hear you say blessed.
Blessed, blessed,
Come on, y'all.
blessed, 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 blessed.
If you feel it, sing it.
Blessed,
Oh, yeah.
blessed, blessed,
Oh, yeah.
blessed,
Let me
blessed,
hear you now.
blessed, blessed. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor.
Yes, it is.
Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around, and around, and around, and around.
One more time.
Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around, and around, and around, and around. Let me hear you say blessed.
Yeah. It's so good to have my kid. It's so good to have my kid in the house. And now we want to bring all the kids up. Come on up, Jeannie.
Wow, that was really fun and really amazing, and we will not forget the words to that song. All right, so I'm Jeannie Oliver, and I'm the youth and family minister. And we have our kids starting in the sanctuary in their sacred space, and they get to experience this and all of you and our families. So anyways, today, we're going to do several things today, but we're working on the 5 Principles of Unity, a song that we're going to present for you guys soon. So wish us well on that. All right, so all the kids can come with me, and you can bless us out.
Yeah, let's bless and release them. Get your magic going. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we see the Christ you are. Bye, kids. Stay standing with us if you'd like. We love you too. And let's do this fun Karen Drucker joy song. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me,
gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so
Look at a neighbor and tell them that you're grateful.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Let's do it again.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful. Let's take it home. I'm so grateful.
Thank you, and be seated. I think it was Meister Eckhart who said if the only prayer you ever prayed was thank you, that would be enough. So thank you, and let's quiet our hearts and minds, slow our breathing down, connect with our feet, the floor, and the earth, and prepare ourselves for prayer and meditation.
I am open to my good right now. I am open to my good. I am open to my good right now. I am open to my good. I am open to my good. And I accept all my good right now. I accept all my good. I accept all my good right now. I accept all my good. I accept all my good. And I am thankful for my good right now. I am thankful for my good. I am thankful for my good right now. I am thankful for my good. I am thankful for my good.
Just allow yourself to feel that gratitude. Sweet Spirit. It can be really touching when we allow ourselves to be in that place of gratitude. The invitation is always there. To be grateful for our good, to be grateful for our life, to be grateful for the gifts that come our way, whether they feel like gifts or not. Gratitude brings us into the present moment. And so, Sweet Spirit, this morning, we allow ourselves to be in this state of gratitude, in this place of being thankful, knowing that as we step into a place of gratitude, a consciousness of gratitude, that we are in a state of grace. We are beginning the grace trail. And so we allow ourselves to look at everything in our lives, every circumstance, every situation, every person with gratitude for the gifts that they bring, for the blessings that the situations bring us, whatever it is, for the challenges. Because everything is here for us. Everything is here for us, for our good. And so, Spirit, as we sit in this place of gratitude, this consciousness of being thankful, we immediately feel a sense of peace, a sense of freedom, a sense of joy, a sense of love. And so we bring that love to everyone that's on our prayer list and every prayer request in our prayer box, everyone on our own prayer circles, prayer list. Bring it to everyone, knowing that we're all in this together. Be grateful for that we are never alone. Be grateful. And so I want to invite you into a time of meditation, a time where we align ourselves with that divine part of ourselves that knows this already, that is grateful. And at the end, our music team will gently lead us out of meditation. So for now, let's rest together in the silence.
I'm open to my good right now. I am open to my good. I'm open to my good right now. I am open to my good. I am open to my good. been my one desire. God is my everything. God is everything to me. Living in the Spirit has set my soul free. I give my all to God, then I began to see. I had a revelation. One day while I was in prayer, I had a revelation. God made me to reveal its holy face. I am the hand of God everywhere I go, and who I am matters to the Most High. I am a place for God. That's why I'm alive. I had a revelation.
John Stillman and Craig Schwartz. Woo!
Wow. Wow. Katya, you got to visit more often. Oh my gosh. What a treat. And Voce and the band and Janice. And, oh my gosh. And we got a guest speaker today. Yay. Oh my gosh, what a great Sunday we're having. And you are going to just fall in love with our guest speaker. We had an amazing training for the staff and the board yesterday. It was fantastic. I've had the privilege and honor to have Martha stay at my house. I've got a lot of one-on-one Martha time, and it's been fantastic. And Martha has been around Unity for 24 years-ish. She goes around the whole country speaking to different ministries and consulting with them, and she is just such a beacon of light and energy and love, and that feeling we had with your singing is going to continue on here with her talk. So please welcome our guest speaker, Reverend Martha Creech.
Wow again. Anybody crying this morning? Well, if you ain't crying, you ain't listening. So tell whoever didn't raise their hand, see if they've got a pulse. Can you believe this? Have you had a revelation? How are you going to live this revelation out? What are you going to do with it after this morning? How are you going to be a revelation? Are you going to be in the embodiment? I know God loves me, and that's why I'm alive. And I'm here to inspire a personal transformation within myself. And to be and express that in the world, not just theoretically as God's hands, as God's voice, as God's breath, as God's eyes, as God's ears, as God's feet, but literally, spiritually, the truth of it. So I had a revelation when I was a little kid, a little 3-year-old kid. And it was like God showed me there's 2 keys for this life. And as long as I use these keys, I'm going to have a tremendous life. These keys were tall, taller than Jack and the Beanstalk tall. Really tall. Taller than the tallest building the whole earth tall. Keys. These are the keys to the kingdom for this life. Guess what they were? Any guesses? Gratitude. Gratitude. So I have taken this to heart. Every single day, even if I'm in the face of a knucklehead, I practice gratitude. Gratitude, I didn't poke them in the head. Gratitude, I did not kick them. Gratitude, I held my impulse to tell them a thing or two. Gratitude. Grateful for the sun, the moon, the earth. The rains come and the rains go. Grateful to learn this week with these magnificent speakers. We just finished a powerful retreat and conference out at Unity Village, and he said, guess what the biggest lake on the entire planet was back in the day? Any guesses? Where would the biggest lake, the biggest body of water, the lake, was on the earth? No. the Sahara Desert. And then we go with our little bitty peephole kind of view of the world. Speaking for myself, you might want to do that. It's quite fun. This is how we see most of the world, that the Sahara Desert is clearly dead, without any awareness of that it's been both and. Alive and fluid and full of water, the largest place on the earth, and now dry and dusty. And the winds of the Sahara Desert that are known blow all of that fossil and sediment and microbes across the planet to do their job, to enliven the Amazon forest, to bring breath to these lungs. So, what if, even if we can't see, maybe there's something to be grateful for with a broader mystical perspective? We could. And when you came in, you may have got a little whisper of wisdom. These are photographs I've taken around the world with an iPhone, by the way. None of them are touched. None of them have been changed or anything. They're exactly as I saw it and shot it on a not so cool iPhone. My card says, "The rains will come." What about my hair? I'm wearing sandals. I didn't want it to rain. What does it rain on Sunday? Why did it have to rain today? I had a party. We were going to barbecue. So let's just get some of this out of our system. Could we? Just put your hand right on your forehead and just go, oh. So give it some life and then decide, how am I going to be with this? For there lies the whole power of the universe, not in getting it not to rain. And if you can, have your way. And when we can't control what we want to control, when we cannot change what cannot be changed, to say then, what can I change? An internal change is always possible. An internal control is sometimes possible, to say, then how can I be with this differently? How can I see this differently? How can I get a different framework around this? What if I step back out of this and understood that it's not one or the other, that it's both and, that rains will come, and that rains are doing their job way beyond what my little peephole vision of life can comprehend or see. So rains will come. I love that you're doing this book, and as God would have it, guess what chapter I got? Gratitude. Think there's coincidence about that? Have you read anything about this in the sciences? Like, it's proven scientifically, the more grateful you are, the more gratitude you have, the more gratitude you express, the more appreciation, the more you appreciate, the more you are appreciated, the more you offer gratitude is the way you feel gratitude. So that giving gratitude is also receiving gratitude. It is one transaction. And to find ways to do this, for then in the science says, you have more well-being. So it's medicine, an antidote, an uplift, a wind beneath your wings that says, whoa, I'm not having the best of days. What shall I do? It's like, let me just try a dose of gratitude. Let me see if that crazy Creek woman and the scientist had something going on there that day. Let me just find one little thing I could say a speck of gratitude about. And it can very small things. If you believe in quantum theory, if you believe in what New Thought Unity principles and teachings are, whatever I do here that uplifts this, I've just uplifted that. I've just uplifted that. So if I want I'm hearing the responsibility to some degree for the evolution of my own soul. So then as I evolve this soul, as I make choices for this soul, as I transform this old patterned way of being, that's just a hair above an animal, by the way, which is why we strike sometimes and crawl under rocks sometimes. So a choice then that says when choice is possible, to have a choice that says, okay, I'm choosing here. I'm choosing even with the allure to tell them a thing or two, to know that my peace can't afford that. So call to mind somebody that really pretty regularly, routinely just annoys you. Like you do not look forward to them. Oh, just call them to mind, give them a little of this. It's true. Oh, nobody knows the troubles I see. And then put your hand right on your heart. And now call them to mind. And they're not different. They're the same. Their attitude's the same. Their tone's the same. And you're different. See what that would be like. Like even when I cannot be grateful for this, even when I cannot be grateful of how they're being and how they're doing and what they're saying and how they're carrying on, I don't have to go to war with it either. Herein lies the peace of God. Herein lies a personal transformation. So the essence of gratitude, so think about small and mighty ways you can and will do this. So it's not just theory, not just words on a page, but how am I going to embody this? To speak words of appreciation, to send little thank you notes. Do any of you still send thank you notes? Like getting mail is a luxury. We're the last generation that'll have any. So send some notes. Remember how good it feels just to write out a little note? To pick a pretty little stamp and put on there? And then I write stacks of them twice a month. And then my mail woman brings mail that won't fit in my box, stops that little old thing she drives, and gets out of it and brings it up there and puts it on my porch. She said, I don't know what's going on in those envelopes, but I like how it feels. I like whatever's going out in those envelopes. I like how it feels. So she's giving something back from that. And then I'd finished this big conference. We had such big days, like a week of it. Cooking on all 6 burners, and then got on the plane to come out here to Denver because I was in Kansas City and I was already halfway, except when you have to go through Dallas. And the man by me, I got upgraded. The man by me in the seat, just not a word, but what I was believing was kindness. Not a word was exchanged. And just before I got off the plane, I said, I appreciate how kind you are. And he said, what? And I said, I appreciate your kindness. You seem to be kind to me, and I'm grateful for that. a little quiet, and then he said, "Thank you for saying that." That didn't cost a thing. And who knows what transformation in this soul transpired there, what transformation of that soul, and in that transformation, the soul of humanity was transformed. In that moment, if our theories, quantum theory is true, and quantum physics is true, and our teaching is true, then any transformation that occurred in that moment just changed the soul of humanity. So humanity evolved in that act of gratitude and kindness. So think about then how you can do this, what you might do, how you're going to live this out, because until it's embodied, until it's lived and put out, it's just blah, 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 blah. More of that. Versus, how am I actually going to do this? So it might be writing a few notes. It might be expressing some gratitude. It might be lifting it up. It might be looking in the mirror. One of my friends used to say, "I can't start my day till I look in the mirror and go." So whatever it takes for that, to remember that you are the eyes of God, the hands of God, that you're alive because of God, and God had you right in mind exactly the way you are. You think God's got some answering to do? Exactly as we are. Exactly like the fossils, the sediment, the wind, what looks dead, what doesn't have as much life in it anymore, what can't move around as much. And Kevin was sharing with me this morning. He's been in a powerful time this past week too, and was sharing from it. And so they were having a little more fun with what we formerly call senior moments. Now, y'all likely won't be able to relate to this, but you know how you go into another room to get something, and then you don't know why you're in there? It's just a second ago you knew clearly why you went into that room, and now you don't know what you came into that room for. So Kevin offered the antidote for that. So all the way to that room, whatever you're going in there for, you use a mantra for it. So chapstick, 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 chapstick. Telephone, 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 telephone. See? So grateful for mantra. In any way that you can. Although I already had a Whispers of Wisdom card, you are such a generous bunch. Somebody ran up and said, "I want to make sure you get a card." So I got 2. Guess what this one says? Good guess. So take this in if you hear this question, that it's not a rhetorical question. What if you didn't mind? Whatever comes, whatever attitude, whatever knucklehead, what would it be like? You don't have to love it. Ain't that good news? You don't have to like it. You don't have to understand it. You do not have to condone it. What simply would it be like if you didn't go to war with it? If you didn't mind, what would that be like? So take a big deep breath into that and the potential that exists from that. And no more waiting. Gratitude brings us into the present moment. So just like you were able to experience this morning by simply putting your hand on your heart, to do that at a time where you could use a little atonement, a little alignment, an awakening, a little comfort, a little remembering. So a gesture to bring us into the present moment. And then to the degree that we practice this, to the degree that we live more often from this and willing to, a grace trail is our way of being, not a place, not a person, not a relationship, not a path here, which is very impressive, by the way. But there's no shortage of grace. There's no shortage of grace when gratitude is active, alive, and well. I also want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. And one of you, likely somebody intuitive, called out to guess what my 2 keys were that I started with. And my keys were actually gratitude and forgiveness. That were those keys. And I've taken it to heart. There's not a day before I lay down that I don't forgive myself again and forgive anybody that I put out of my heart today, that they've got to come back to this heart home before I rest. So it's 70 times 7 gratitude, 70 times 7 forgiveness. So think about then what your keys are. You may have different keys to mine. And my call to ministry, my call to serve this soul and the soul of humanity is a very clear one, which is to serve those who serve. So that's why I believe I'm here today, because that's what I believe you're here aware of. And these small, committed groups of people have been making the difference since the beginning of time. And I believe it's us. And I believe it's now, and especially now. And I want to really thank you for your role here in this ministry. I've been in professionally consulting with ministries for 20-some years, and even before that, it was a profession. And throughout that time, the industry of ministry, church, has done this. 10,000 closing annually. And what is Columbine Unity doing? In the same time that is doing that, what's happening here? Emergence. Emerging ministry. Emerging ministry. Emergence in ministry. So I bow to you. I bow to you. And I thank you. And look at somebody by you and say, we're miracle makers. We are miracle makers. Tell them, you're a miracle maker, you're a miracle maker, and I'm a miracle maker, and we're making miracles. And your board and your staff are miracles. Do you know that? Can you stand up, board and staff? Board and staff, can you stand up? Board and staff. Thank you. Tremendous, tremendous leadership here. And Reverend Sue, can you stay standing? Do you have a sense of what you've got here in this one? This leader here? That whatever she does, her heart is in front. That's a leader with a heart, and a leader that is aware of a heart and that leads with that heart. It's a fantastic, fantastic combination. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And Godspeed to keep dialing it up. How else? How else? Where else? Who else? When else? What more? So before you make your decisions, start here and remember that everything you have has been given to you. Everything. That everything you give is then from the fullness of that gratitude for what we have, what we've been able to have, what we've experienced, what we've enjoyed, and even what we've lost. That the depth of that loss is a measure of our love for them too. So, didn't like the grief, but like that I got to have them in my life. And that of all the ones I could have had, I've had some treasures. You've had some treasures. Some knuckleheads too. So just to keep us practicing. So after today, my prayer is that you see that as a call to sanctuary, a call to worship. Just when you get triggered a little. And one of you, I keep saying, just give a little of this, give a little of this, and watch a transformation. And if you can, hang around, because I'm often introduced as Martha's my mentor and my tormentor. And it's true. So hang around this afternoon if you can, because we've got some very vital practices. And whatever you're doing, to look at those little gaps or those little places where you may have a little hook left in you, to say, how can I liberate from this? How can I be freer from this? And that's what we'll be doing this afternoon if you can stay. Yeah. All my love to you. And I bow to you. I thank you. Yeah.
on the solos, Pete Jacobs, Marcy Heiser, Max Scarfoni, Gay Waterbury, Steve Larson, Katya Cardenas, Dave Abbott, Cindy Smith, Doug Carey. All of you.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow all of that. But I would like to say that last song, you know what I heard, I think 4 times? Let all the dreamers wake the nation. Whoa! I think we got a lot of dreamers here. I know we do. I know we do. Let's start with our purpose statement. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. And if this speaks to you, you can support us in a number of ways. One of the ways is with your treasure. You can do that online, you can do that on our website, you can do that today in the sanctuary. There are many ways to support Columbine, and most of you know we are a completely self-sustaining community, so all of your support matters enormously. And let's go ahead and do our offertory blessing. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. Thank you. And now the ushers will start us off. Now, on our website, you can find information about pretty much everything that's going on here. And so I invite you to just check it out. Just make a note to yourself to check it out on a kind of regular basis so you can keep up to date with things. There's all kinds of information there, links to forms that you can sign up for events and so on. Now, before I get to this part of our gratitude, because this is a perfect day for this, because we want to thank our anonymous donor who paid for this new light system. You know who you are, and we are grateful. And to the man who showed up here every day, Monday through Friday and part of yesterday, 6:30 in the morning till about 4 or 4:30 in the afternoon, Mr. Doug Carey. Doug. Doug, thank you, more than we can say. So we have such amazing lights now. And we have these real lights, and then we also have the lights of all of us. And today we have the special pleasure of the light of Martha Creek, and she will be providing for us this afternoon a workshop called The Pearl of Great Price. And if you haven't signed up yet, don't fear. You can come in, and we'll take care of you at the beginning. It'll start at 11:30 right here in the sanctuary. Now,
thanks, Janice and team. And now I want to have, I'm not going to say it with the right Italian accent. Who can speak Italian? Davido. No, I don't have it right. Come on up. Whatever your name is, you can tell us your name.
Grazie. Buongiorno. My name is Davido. I'm Italiano. And I am so happy to be here with you this morning. I feel so much amore. And I want to invite you. In just 2 weeks, we're going to have a big celebration. And you are all invited. We're going to have lasagna, vino, romance, amore. But without you, we have no party. So, we hope that you will come and join us in this final big celebration of the year. We rely on you to help us embrace all this beauty that is around us. Without you, we are nothing. But with you, we are big, we are happy, we have amore. And so, Senora Piri and myself, we will be out there to help you get your tickets for this wonderful final celebration of the year. So, grazie.
Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Davido. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Is that my thing? Davido. There I go. So I just want, if you didn't receive my letter that I sent out on Friday, I wanted to I've gotten lots of questions about what are we raising funds for? So, in case you don't know, we're a nonprofit, and all of our funds come from your generous donations. Everything, 100% of what we do here comes from love offerings. And as a nonprofit, we do an annual fundraiser. Now, some years we raise funds for a particular purpose, and some years, like last year, we raise funds to make up the difference between what we've brought in and our expenses. This year is the same. We need to get ourselves back into the black, and we can do this. We used to say that it cost about $45 per seat per Sunday to make our budget. That was when we had 2 services and 100 more people. So I don't even know what the math is on that. So you can figure that out. But we're raising funds to get ourselves back into the black for our operating, to continue on, to continue this good work that we do. And we do a lot of good work for a lot of good other organizations, other nonprofits, where we're making a difference for lots of folks. So I hope you will join us and see Davido and Piri out in the lobby and buy your tickets for the fundraiser. Thanks.
We've talked a couple of times recently about how we try new things. Not everything works out. So our simple sustenance is canceled because of lack of registration. So we may try it again in the future, but for this month, we are not holding it. The clothing drive for the Dene Reservation, and this will go to the Shiprock and Gallup regions of the Dene Reservation, and 40 to 50% of the dwellings there, the places that people make their homes, are without water and electricity. And so during the winter months, obviously, it can get really cold. So your donations of warm blankets, warm clothing for men, women, and children will be gratefully received. And I invite you to tell everybody else about it, because we are one of the local donation centers. So this is not just for Columbine. We are one of the local donation centers. So tell your friends, your neighbors, and they can check in. You can check the bulletin and the website to see what hours we're here, that people can drop things off. And just make sure that they're clean, please. That'll be really helpful. Who is our prayer chaplain today? Oh, we have 2. We have Vicki Hopkins, and we have a newly minted prayer chaplain, Tink Hansen. And they will both enthusiastically support you in your prayer needs or in your celebrations. And now,
What's gonna happen?
the peace song.
Oh, right. Let's stand up and sing together.
Excuse me, we're having technical issues back here. Excuse us. More technical issues. Okay. You got the group? 1, 2.
And let it begin with me. Let
May we all be so lucky. Sugar, butter, flour.
Thanks, everybody. We love you.